So for VeChain, guys, we're looking like there was a lot of accumulation right now. VeChain is definitely having the VeChain army is definitely having a bit of a bad month. For the past time, we've been downtrending. It looks like a lot of accumulation was happening at the 5 cent to the 8 cent, 9 cent region. VeChain doesn't really like to spend the day there. We see that buyers typically come in and right away push against the sell pressure. So we do absorb the sell pressure and push back upwards. And right now, Brendan, you were saying that for the longest time, the 200 EMA on the daily chart was also acting as support. We tried to, right now we did 100% hover against it. Now we broke above it, and we're seeing again resistance happening at the 11 cent region. So overall, we know what VeChain is capable of, what VeChain was capable of. We did reach all the way to the 27 cent, 28 cent. And overall, I think, man, look, VeChain has been a slow mover for the longest time, but it had a great year this year at the end of last year compared to now. We're looking at the 1,740% movement. It was a slow mover. And finally, as soon as we start picking up, obviously Bitcoin came in and ruined the day. And overall, we were stuck in this sideways symmetrical wedge. If we're uptrending into it, as soon as we expect some sort of a breakout, VeChain would be pushing somewhere closer to the 40 cent. That's just us taking the height or the base of this triangle, taking it to the breakout, and that would actually take us to a profit-taking level for a lot of traders. And also swing traders that would push us all the way down. But for now, 100% we'd need to see VeChain actually maintain or push against the 12 cent region. This is the 100 EMA on the daily. We did find the support, the 200. Now the 100 EMA would definitely act as a resistance, but we're at a resistance zone so far. So we'll see if that happens. But as soon as VeChain breaks above this or gets to this area, to the 12 cent, 13 cent region, we'll definitely see some sort of retracement as we are seeing now at this specific level.
Yeah, so a few things with VeChain is VeChain's actually looking considerably strong, or at least we're seeing some signs of strength. Like looking here, we're seeing a higher low. Good to see. We're breaking past major resistance here at kind of 10 cents. We can see that here in the daily candles, we had two daily candles, the candle bodies closing at above 10 cents. When we were below it, see how this wick, we got wicked off 10 cents. So 10 cents was a very, very significant level that we had three daily candles react off of, which we're above now. We're above the 618. So what I'm saying with VeChain here, as long as we can close above 10 cents, 10 and a half cents, then that's a good sign. And again, cluster volume now below us. So we're getting past the major resistance levels. Now, I think we could also anticipate resistance probably around the 12 cent, 12 and a half cent, based off a resistance trend line, based off this wick, and this wick just extended likely to be the resistance. So again, there's many layers of resistance above us, but we're seeing again some signs of strength. We're above that 200 daily exponential moving average. So as long as we remain above that 200, this fib level, this volume, this sideways price action, we're good. So we're starting to see some signs of strength. So if we remain above 10 cents, 10 and a half cents, that's good to see. Ultimately though, what I'd like to see with VeChain is just further confirmation. Again, there's tons of resistance above us. So what I would like to see, if I want to start to be more confident with VeChain, is that I want to see us break above resistance, fall back down, retest it, hold it as support, and then make higher highs. Now, I don't know why my drawing tool is acting a bit weird right now, but bottom line is, all right, all good. Bottom line is we're seeing some strength. We want confirmation of the strength. We want to continue to get above these major levels. And once VeChain gets above and holds above the 200 EMA on the 6 hour, this yellow line here, that's when I start to be real confident. That has historically been a very significant level for VeChain. You can see here how we're constantly held as support during our dumps. And also, man, I'd just like to briefly mention here too, that even if we just look historically, when was the best time to buy VeChain? When it dumped. Here it dumped. Here
at the top, man. At the top of the 26 cent.
Yeah, no, you see, that's exactly what you don't want to do, folks. You don't want to buy the top and sell the bottom. You want to do the exact opposite. And again, if we look at historically, when was the best times to buy VeChain? When it dumped the most. Every major correction that VeChain had was the best time to be buying VeChain. Yeah. And so we corrected 81% from all-time highs. What's the worst case scenario? We dump another 10, 20%. The worst of what's possible already happened. Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, no, me too, man. Look, a lot of people do not like technical analysis and don't like looking at the charts or don't believe in the charts. I think it's naive not to look at the charts. I think
Doesn't
the
make
charts
any sense.
are moved by traders and swing traders, and they definitely play, 7.6 leveraged positions got liquidated a couple of days ago, right? So you'll see that there's a lot of money that's just being traded, and these guys fully work off of patterns and resistance and support lines. So if that's something that we definitely take in mind, keep into account. But overall, you'll see here pretty clear. These are the EMAs. We're looking at the daily. The daily chart is usually the most telling, but you'll see it. As soon as we start dropping, first thing was the 55 EMA for VeChain, and that was at the 16.5 cents, and we started trying to find that support at it. Now I'm getting more alerts to buy more Toko, so that's pretty good. But we tried to find that support at the 55 EMA, didn't work, dropped back down, came back up again. Now it's acting as a resistance. You see it here, boom, went all the way to it, rejected, jumped back down, went all the way to the 200 EMA, found that support at it, a couple of those wicks, went up to the 100, didn't work, and now we're again trying to struggle. So these charts 100%, obviously it's not the only thing you look at. That would be also naive. It's equally as naive, but you need to look at the charts, man. I don't want to be buying things at the 20. I don't want to buy overextended things. This is what I want to buy. These areas is what I want to buy. Well, this is when I want to add more. Me personally, I'm not the type of investor even to add this to my portfolio when it's at this level. I would like to listen, man. I like to get things at more of a cheaper price, 66% cheaper to be exact. So keep that in mind. But yeah, this is it for VeChain.
So